Taylor Swift and Travis sparked dating rumors in the summer, and fans are now eagerly speculating about the possibility of an engagement. The excitement reached its peak as Kelce geared up for the Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs, leading some fans to hope for a victory both on the field and in the form of an engagement ring for Swift. But what's driving this rush to see Swift and Kelce tie the knot? Well, it turns out the public has a unique connection with Taylor Swift's love life. Swift, now 34, has been a familiar face in the entertainment industry since her teenage years, and fans have closely followed her relationships from the dating phase to the heartbreaks.
She's unbelievable. She's rewriting the history books herself. I told her I'll have to hold up my end of the bargain and come home with some hardware too.
Kate Curtin, a professor of communication studies at California State University in Los Angeles, sheds light on the phenomenon. The eternally optimistic part of me believes that fans idealize marriage and genuinely want the best for celebrities, she says. On the other hand, there's a more cynical perspective that suggests fans feel entitled to intimate details about celebrities' lives, seeking the latest scoop, and eagerly anticipating news of marriage as the next development in Swift and Kelce's story. Travis Kelce, a 34-year-old tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Taylor Swift have both managed to keep their relationship status free from engagements or marriages. Until now, this has only fueled fans' curiosity and eagerness to witness the next chapter in their love story. The intense interest in Swift's romantic life isn't unique. When celebrities, especially someone as influential as Swift, go through breakups, fans often find it emotionally challenging. Curtin explains that this reaction is particularly evident in those who have a parasocial relationship with the star, a one-sided connection that feels like a friendship even though it's not. Fans in this dynamic invest more emotionally, following the details closely through articles, photos, and videos. As Curtin notes, they are happy for her, just like they would be if their interpersonal friend seemed to be happy in a new relationship. So the rush to see Swift and Kelce get married isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's about fans feeling a personal stake in the happiness of someone they've come to care about over the years. The couple seems to be basking in the glow of their honeymoon phase, that blissful period at the start of a relationship where everything looks rosy. According to Catherine Sloan, a licensed clinical mental health counselor in Asheville, North Carolina, who's been keeping tabs on the star's romantic journey in this early stage of love, our brains are flooded with neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin, creating a pleasure-filled response. Sloan notes that during this time, we might not notice potential red flags. We're just so thrilled to be in love that nuances might go unnoticed. Making significant decisions such as marriage and starting a family is no small feat, and the pressure tends to mount, especially as individuals hit their 30s. But are married people really happier? According to data, being married is linked to significantly higher reports of happiness. When Travis Kelce faces questions about marriage from the media, he handles it with poise, but it gets trickier when family and friends bring it up. Sloan highlights how external pressure about marriage can create strain within the couple. So, how do you navigate the persistent queries about tying the knot? Sloan suggests setting clear boundaries on what topics are open for discussion and which ones are better left untouched. Communicating openly with your partner about the pressure and understanding each other's perspectives can be crucial. In the case of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, what happens behind closed doors in their relationship is known only to them. As they celebrate victories together, like after the AFC Championship game, their bond continues to grow stronger. They continue to navigate the complexities of love away from the public eye. Swift's fans are fully invested in her newfound romance, with unwavering trust that their idol wouldn't lead them astray. On the flip side, skeptics, including The View host Sarah Haynes, are tossing around the idea that Travis Kelce and Swift's connection is nothing more than an elaborate publicity stunt. They point to seemingly staged moments, like photos of the duo in what looked like a getaway car, possibly a nod to one of Swift's popular songs. PR relationships have been a staple in Hollywood for ages, but according to Emma Tisa, a senior publicist at Anderson Group Public Relations, the Taylor Swift effect takes it to another level. However, Tisa argues that it doesn't seem like a mere publicity stunt in this case. They obviously enjoy each other's company, Tisa noted, emphasizing that Kelce and Swift were spotted together at an after-party, not just in a quick paparazzi shot and dash. Insider delved into the matter, consulting PR experts, including Tisa and a brand strategist, to get to the bottom of the Kelce-Swift connection. PR experts aren't buying the stunt theory, primarily because they believe Travis Kelce isn't the typical choice for Swift. Ron Tucson, founder of 5WPR, pointed out that Swift is already a global icon who doesn't need gimmicks for attention. If she were to pull off a publicity stunt, she'd likely choose someone with a higher profile than Kelce. There are plenty of athletes that you have heard of. Travis Kelce would not be one of them. He does not have the crossover appeal that Taylor Swift is saying. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get his fans, give me a break, Royan commented. Adam H., a brand strategist, echoed this sentiment, emphasizing Swift's tendency to do things organically. He sees their connection as something spontaneous and genuinely felt, dispelling the notion of a calculated stunt. In essence, the experts believe there's more authenticity than meets the eye in the Kelce-Swift dynamic, dismissing the idea that it's a contrived publicity maneuver. According to Tesca, the relationship seems to be a win-win for both parties, regardless of whether it's entirely genuine. For Taylor Swift, this romance keeps her in the spotlight during a break from touring and sets the stage for two major projects. First up, her highly anticipated concert tour movie hits theaters on October 13th. Following that, fans can expect the release of her next re-recorded album. 1989, Taylor's version. Just 2 weeks later. Even if the relationship doesn't stand the test of time, fans will undoubtedly revisit the topic when Swift drops a brand new album for them to analyze. On the flip side, Travis Kelce has experienced a substantial boost in his jersey sales, nearly a 400% spike. He's gained a whopping 1.3 million followers across Instagram, TikTok, and X, formerly Twitter. Additionally, his podcast New Heights, co-hosted with his brother Jason, has likely seen increased interest thanks to his heightened visibility. Kelce rocketed to the #1 spot on Apple. Nikki pointed out that it's evident Kelce is eyeing a crossover from the sports world to becoming a household name for the masses, and the romance is playing a role in achieving that. She believes his genuine approach to discussing the relationship adds to the authenticity of the situation. However, the question arises, does the authenticity of the relationship truly matter? Experts are divided. Tessa argues that, real or not, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that people are talking about them, keeping them relevant in group chats and the press. On the other hand, Tucson takes a different stance. He emphasizes Taylor Swift's role as a hero and role model for many, highlighting her history of relationship drama. For him, the authenticity of the relationship does matter, as Swift's whole aura exudes real authenticity. Ultimately, the biggest winner in this scenario isn't necessarily Kelce or Swift, it's the National Football League, NFL. The league, outside of Swift's fan base, may be the one rooting the hardest for the success of this unexpected pairing. Travis Kelce has faced accusations of cheating in previous relationships, with one of his ex-girlfriends even giving Taylor Swift a direct warning about his past behavior. Despite this, Travis and Taylor seem to be going strong, but there's a growing concern on the NFL star's part. The fear that any misstep could permanently harm his career due to the passionate Swifties, Taylor's devoted fan base. In a conversation with Metro, body language expert Judy James highlighted an interesting dynamic in the relationship. While Taylor appeared completely enamored with Travis during a recent appearance in Buenos Aires for her AA tour, Travis seemed a bit on edge. In response to her affectionate display, this nervousness in the public eye might be an indication of the additional pressure he feels from the formidable Swifties, James explained. Most guys entering a new relationship get the treat her right, or you'll have me to answer to lecture from a girl's dad. But Travis must know he's also got that formidable army of Swifties to answer to if he cools or cheats, she added. The body language in this choreography during a recent kiss suggested a grand romantic gesture, resembling a scene from a movie like The Bodyguard, with Taylor expressing her love openly. However, James noted that Travis didn't quite match the dramatic sweep off your feet move seen in films. Adding to the mix, there are reports that Travis's family is concerned about the heightened attention his new relationship is attracting, posing a security concern. The NFL star is not accustomed to this level of publicity or the intensity of hardcore fans, making it a new challenge for both him and his loved ones. On another note, Taylor Swift has her reasons to be a bit wary too, considering recent comments from Travis's ex-girlfriend Maya Benberry. In a new interview with Daily Mail, Maya not only accused the athlete of cheating on her, but also offered some cautionary advice to Taylor regarding his overall intentions. Before Travis, Taylor Swift had her fair share of relationships, and Travis has faced scrutiny for past comments, notably in a podcast episode where he expressed a desire for a breeder to have children with, raising some eyebrows, especially given his mother's desire for more grandchildren. Reports suggest that Taylor's inner circle has some concerns about the speed at which her relationship with Travis is progressing. Selena Gomez is even rumored to have had a heart-to-heart with the singer about these worries. However, it's not all caution signals. Gigi Hadid, a close friend of Taylor's, stepped in to defend the new romance. She recently commented on a Perez Hilton article that claimed she disapproved of Taylor and Travis together, promptly denying any such disapproval and challenging the credibility of the anonymous source used in the story. So it seems like Taylor has both supportive and concerned voices around her as she navigates this new chapter in her love life. But it's not like Taylor is squeaky clean either. For the longest time, Taylor Swift dreamt of stardom, envisioning a life where her face would be familiar enough to be spotted in restaurants. In an interview with Canada AM, she fondly recalled her childhood aspirations, saying, "I always used to say when I was a little kid, if I ever got to do this, I would make the most of it and I would try to do good things with it." The journey from a country sensation to a global pop star brought her the recognition she craved, but it also stripped away some of her privacy. Swift acknowledged this reality, stating, "In my apartment, in my house, we can bake, we can make dinner, we can dance, we can do whatever we want. It's just a fact that when I'm outside the doors of my apartment, people are watching me, and that's the life that I chose." While Swift's legion of Swifties scrutinizes every aspect of her life, from charities to relationships, her widespread popularity also exposes a shadier side marked by high-profile feuds, legal battles, allegations of plagiarism, controversial views on feminism, and questionable dating habits. Swift's songwriting process is deeply personal, with her love life serving as inspiration for many hits. During an appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman in 2010, she cheekily addressed the idea of her partners becoming muses, saying, "Yeah, but this is the third album that I've been doing this, so they had fair warning at this point." At the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards, Swift won Best Female Video, expressing gratitude for her hit "I Knew You Were Trouble" and subtly taking a jab at a former lover. The camera then cut to her ex-boyfriend, Harry Styles, who joined in the applause. Despite Swift's well-documented grudges towards certain exes, she has surprisingly remained on good terms with some of them and their partners. For instance, she struck up a friendship with Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas's estranged wife, and the two were seen on a girls' night out in September 2023, amid reports of the Jonas-Turner divorce. Not all of Taylor Swift's musical inspirations have been thrilled with the way she's turned their shared moments into not-so-romantic ballads. She was up against heavy hitters like Kendrick Lamar, Sarah Bareilles, Daft Punk, and the Ryan Lewis duo. As Alicia Keys announced the winner, Swift's initial open-mouthed shock transformed into applause for Daft Punk. In a later chat with Grammy Pro, Swift confessed that Keys' slow pronunciation led her to believe she had won. "For a second there, I kind of thought we had it," Swift recalled, disappointed. She skipped the after-parties, went home, shed a few tears, and found solace in a comforting In-N-Out burger feast. In Taylor Swift's 2010 song, Better Than Revenge from her album Speak Now? She stirred up controversy with lyrics that seemed to take aim at an ex-lover's new flame. Swift sang, "She's not a saint, and she's not what you think. She's an actress. She's better known for the things that she does on the mattress." The speculation on the street was that Swift was targeting Camilla Bell, known for 10,000 BC, who was rumored to have taken Joe Jonas away from her. In a MySpace letter, Jonas strongly refuted any suggestion of overlap between his relationships with Swift and Bell. "It might make someone feel better to assume or imply I have been unfaithful, but it is simply not true," he clarified. He suggested that breakups might happen for various reasons and feelings can evolve and change. Even after Bell and Jonas had moved on from their past, Bell seemingly supported tweets aimed at Swift during the singer's Twitter clashes with Katy Perry and Kim Kardashian. In a 2016 tweet, Bell shared wisdom saying, "No need for revenge, just sit back and wait. Those who hurt you will eventually screw up themselves, and if you're lucky, God will let you watch." In a twist of events, Swift later modified the lyrics of Better Than Revenge in her re-releases, removing the disputed lines. Back in the summer of 2012, Taylor Swift found herself in the spotlight once again due to a rumored whirlwind romance with Connor Kennedy, the son of Robert F. Kennedy. When ABC News asked Swift about the relationship in October of that year, she chose to keep it vague, stating, "I don't talk about my personal life in that great detail. I feel like you can share enough of your life in your music to still let people know what you're going through and how you feel." Despite all the connection, the relationship raised eyebrows not just because of the 4-year age gap, but also because the couple was first seen getting cozy a week after Kennedy turned 18. Addressing speculations that she kidnapped Kennedy by privately flying him to Nashville, Swift retorted to Rolling Stone, "How did I kidnap him? You can't kidnap a grown man. These are serious accusations." Nevertheless, reports suggested that Swift had done her homework on the Kennedy family before diving into the relationship. Swift faced chatter when she purchased a $4.9 million beach house near the Kennedy estate in Cape Cod, with rumors circulating that it was solely to be close to him. After the couple called it quits, Swift reportedly sold the property, making a cool $1 million profit in the process. Taylor Swift found herself in a bit of a hot spot when she delved into the topic of feminism during a 2012 interview with the Daily Beast, saying, "I don't really think about things as guys versus girls. I never have." She emphasized her upbringing by parents who instilled the belief that hard work knows no gender boundaries. However, critics argued that Swift missed the mark by implying adherence to a male standard. Swift's encounters with fellow women in the entertainment industry have also raised questions about her feminist stance. When Tina Fey and Amy Poehler poked fun at her dating life at the Golden Globes in 2013, Swift responded in Vanity Fair by quoting Katie Couric, who in turn was quoting Madeleine Albright. "There's a special place in hell for women who don't support other women." However, 2 years later, Swift's commitment to this sentiment was questioned when her Bad Blood video, reportedly fueled by her dislike for another female artist, more on that later, won Video of the Year at the MTV Video Music Awards. Swift's career has witnessed conflicting feminist ideals. At the 2016 Grammys, she proudly celebrated being the first woman to win Album of the Year twice, but the irony wasn't lost when she accepted the award for 1989 on a stage filled with male collaborators. Additionally, Swift quietly supported Keisha's legal battle against Dr. Luke, but never publicly voiced her support. The nuances in Swift's feminist journey continue to spark discussions and debates in the whirlwind of celebrity relationships. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris called it quits in early June 2016 after over a year of dating. Just days later, Swift was seen with Tom Hiddleston, sparking rumors that perhaps her connection with Hiddleston had ignited before her relationship with Harris officially ended. The situation became a media spectacle, with PDA-filled photos of Swift and the Avengers star circulating right after her breakup with Harris. In response, both Swift and Harris swiftly wiped any traces of their relationship from their Instagram accounts. According to an unnamed source speaking to E! News, Harris harbored suspicions about Swift's fidelity during their relationship. The source claimed, Calvin was very suspicious that Taylor was cheating during their relationship. He just didn't know with whom. He feels like these pictures confirm his suspicions, and it changes everything. The insider continued, expressing Harris's anger and sense of betrayal, believing that Swift may have been involved with Hiddleston while they were still together. The undeniable chemistry between Swift and Hiddleston at the May 2016 Met Gala was captured in a video of them dancing together, adding fuel to the rumors. However, by September of the same year, Swift and Hiddleston had called it quits. Swift then moved on to actor Joe Alwyn, but their romance reportedly remained under wraps for over 6 months. In September 2017, a blog called Popfront sparked controversy by posting an essay criticizing Taylor Swift for not publicly denouncing white supremacists who considered her an Aryan icon. Fast forward 2 months, and Variety reported that Swift's legal team took action, reaching out to the blog's editor, Megan Herning, with a demand to remove the post, accusing the writer of defamation. Strikingly, the legal letter claimed to be Swift's official denouncement of white supremacy. Yet it also sought copyright protection to keep it private. This maneuver aimed to prevent Swift from going down in history for a public stance against white supremacy, ironically contradicting the blog's intention. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, didn't let this pass quietly. They published Swift's legal letter in full, along with their own response that cleverly incorporated subtle jabs using Swift's song titles. The ACLU's move prompted former The Daily Beast editor Marlo Stern to disclose via tweet that Swift had also sent a letter to their publication. Fast forward 2 years from Popfront's post, and Swift finally addressed the topic of white supremacy in an interview with Rolling Stone. She stated emphatically, "There's literally nothing worse than white supremacy. It's repulsive. There should be no place for it." Swift also shared that she had developed a strong interest in politics. Taylor Swift's legal guardianship over her brand seems to be on high alert, ready to take swift action if anyone dares to reference her work. Back in September 2015, Alison Kilkenny, host of the Citizen Radio podcast, found herself in the crosshairs. She shared on X, formerly Twitter, that Swift's team sent her a cease and desist letter merely for discussing the song Wildest Dreams on air. Surprisingly, the song wasn't even played. Kilkenny's co-host reportedly recited some lyrics on the show. The incident led to Kilkenny tweeting, "Yesterday's at Citizen Radio has been deleted. Hey, at Taylor Swift 13, are you aware your people are harassing podcasts?" In a similar vein, earlier that year, Swift's team reportedly unleashed legal warnings against fans who used the phrase "this sick beat" from the song Shake It Off on Etsy items. While some sellers were doing it out of love for Swift's music, they found themselves in breach of Etsy's intellectual property laws. The e-commerce platform clarified its stance, stating to BuzzFeed, "We take intellectual property and copyright concerns very seriously, and we comply with the DMCA and remove items when we have proper notice." This protective approach to Swift's intellectual property traces back to 2009, when her legal team targeted 24 individuals accused of violating her undisclosed trademarks by selling counterfeit merchandise. In the legal showdown, Swift secured an injunction against 16 of the 24 defendants, as reported by the Nashville Post. Even recently, a student known for tracking the private jet movements of celebrities, Jack Sweeney, found himself in hot water as Taylor Swift's legal team reportedly threatened to sue him for disclosing her flight information online. Jack, a 21-year-old student at the University of Central Florida, uses publicly available data to monitor the takeoffs and landings of planes owned by the wealthy, sharing the information a day later. However, Swift's lawyers argue that this tracking amounts to stalking. This isn't the first time Jack Sweeney has faced consequences for his online activities. In 2022, Twitter banned him after Elon Musk accused him of sharing his assassination coordinates. Swift's legal team took decisive action by issuing a cease and desist letter to Mr. Sweeney in December, demanding that he cease sharing the location of her private jet. The letter contends that such information poses an imminent threat to the safety and well-being of Taylor Swift. deeming it a life or death matter for the artist. The legal document references Swift's past encounters with stalkers and argues that the data provides potential criminals with a roadmap to carry out their plans. Jack Sweeney, responding to the situation, clarified in a statement to the BBC, stating, "Nowhere do I intend for harm." Expressing his perspective, Sweeney acknowledged enjoying Taylor Swift's music, stating, "I actually think Swift has some good songs. I believe in transparency and public information." He revealed that the threatening letter came his way after various media outlets began examining Swift's carbon footprint. In 2022, Swift earned the top spot on the list of celebrities with the highest private jet CO2 emissions, according to digital marketing firm Yard. Their findings indicated her jet emissions were approximately 1,185 times more than the average person's total annual emissions. The scrutiny surrounding Swift's jet emissions coincides with her facing challenges related to stalking. Last month, a 33-year-old man was arrested on stalking charges outside the singer's home. A spokesperson for Taylor Swift commented on the situation, linking the stalker's posts about her jet as a contributing factor. The spokesperson, Tree Payne, stated, "We cannot comment on any ongoing police investigation, but can confirm the timing of stalkers suggests a connection. His posts tell you exactly when and where she would be." Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship has found itself in the midst of a new controversy, and it all started with a now viral clip that has sparked debates among fans. According to reports, some skeptics argue that the celebrity couple might be engaged in a PR stunt rather than genuinely being in love. The focal point of this speculation is a 14-second clip that has since been deleted, capturing Travis Kelce's behavior shift when he realizes they are being filmed. The clip, reportedly taken in a nightclub, initially shows the Kansas City Chiefs tight end singing and enjoying himself. However, as soon as he notices the camera, he turns to Taylor Swift and whispers something in her ear. This footage has triggered a social media frenzy, with many expressing doubts about the authenticity of the couple's affection, suggesting that they might be pretending to be head over heels for each other. Some even drew comparisons to fictional characters Katniss and Peeta from The Hunger Games. The creator of the video alleges that Travis is heard saying, "OS asterisk asterisk, it is time to film," and then whispers to Taylor, "Get ready, they're filming." According to the content of the clip, do you think it's real?